My company is Red Rufus and I make sock dogs, which are dogs made out of socks. And they make a kind of whimsical, quirky gift for children or adults alike. At the end of 2008, we got Rufus, the Irish setter, and since then, you know, we've had him, and the children, we all completely fell in love with him. And that Christmas, I decided to make some sock dogs for my children, just as a little gift to them, actually from Rufus the dog. And it was a huge, big thing on Christmas morning. It was like the best present, this little sock toy. And since then, they took them around and showed them to people. They showed them to their friends. They took them to church that day. And people came back to me and said, oh, they were fantastic. And where did I get them? That was the main thing. Where did I get them? And I said, I made them. A friend of mine in my book club actually kind of challenged me and said, would I make her 5 sock dogs? She wanted them for nieces and nephews and things. And she actually said to me, you won't do it. I know you won't do it. And I thought, gosh, I'm really going to do it. And off I went and I made her the 5. And that's how it started from there. You know, other people saw them and then she gave them to people, and slowly it started to become something. When I decided to go to make a real business rather than just making them for friends, I decided to do a craft fair. I thought that was the best way to get them out there and to see really what the public thought of them. And the first one I did was a little fair in Blackrock I had 23 sock dogs and I sold 22. And I came back with 1 and I thought, gosh, there is something here. So I'll keep going. And it was after that the next fair was, at the Christmas time, was the Dunleary Rathdown Winter Fair. And that was really the start of a proper business. And then I said, well, I need a website. I need a shop front to sell these from. And once the website was established, it was launched and it became my shop front, and from there people could order sock dogs and they could contact me directly through the website and with their orders, with their personalisations, with how they wanted their sock dog to look, and I could work with them to produce exactly what they wanted. At one of the craft fairs I met Jo McGarry. She came up to me and she loved the sock dogs and her children really liked them, and then a week later she rang me and she said she'd like to stock them in her new shop, which was opening in a cafe that she just opened in a train carriage on her nurseries.
This is our newly converted coffee shop, Time. We've converted a train carriage into a coffee shop and garden shop, which we're stocking Christina's Red Rufus Sock Dogs. The response has been very good with the sock dogs. Their kids especially love them. They're each individual. They're handmade, and the response has been very good. We saw quite a few of them through the train, and yeah, no, I'm hoping to keep stocking them and sell plenty more.
My customers are across the board really, but I've had new baby presents. That's a big lot of customers. People love to give them for a new baby, and they can be embroidered with the date of birth and the name of the child. I do a bride and groom, which people have bought for the bride and groom that have everything, or someone for a second marriage because they didn't need anything. She bought that, and they love dogs. And mothers obviously buy them for their children. And I've had people base them on the family pet and send me a photograph and want me to make a sock dog. I think what's different about the sock dogs and why they are doing well is because they are unique, and they seem to capture the imagination of people because they are socks, and you can see very definitely that they were a sock at some point, and I think people kind of like that, and I think children particularly like that. And they're a bit quirky, they're a bit funny looking, and that's what people like. I think they really feel handmade and homemade. I'm really passionate about keeping the sock dogs made here in Ireland. I've had so many people tell me, go and make them abroad and ship them in and you'll make a fortune, but it's not really about that. It's about, they have to be handmade here in Ireland because that's what makes them different and quirky and individual. And also they're inspired by Rufus, and he is a very fine Irish setter. The future for Red Rufus is, the imminent future is the National Craft Fair, which I have to make and make and make, so I have the stock to sell, because it's a very big fair and it's long hours of trading. After that, at the beginning of next year, we're looking at a new page on the website which would enable you to make your own sock dog, to design your own sock dog, and then just the kids can have fun doing that and they can play on it, or the parents can send it to me and I can make the sock dog that their child has designed and send it back to them. And also the other thing that I'm really conscious that I need to do is to find some outworkers and some people to help me finish them, just so I can meet the needs and the demand. Other than that, the business, I hope, will just grow organically, and we'll just take it as it comes and rise to meet the needs as they present themselves, and go on from there.